What's up, guys? Are you new to streaming on Twitch? Are you struggling to hit affiliate? Are you looking for a community where you can build real connections instead of just follow for follow? Hit me up in the comments. Stop by one of my streams. I'd love for you to meet the congregation. What's up, guys? I'm TheeHolyMan. You can call me Holy. Yo, put on a headset. They won't know you're a streamer. And I'm here to share tips and make friends. Nice to meet you. And we're off and running. What's up, Fire? What's up, Gamer Mom? How you guys doing tonight? Probably take a second to let people roll on in a little bit. I'm kind of excited about tonight. Tonight's going to be something I wanted to talk about for a while here. It's being a parent while being a gamer / content creator, because I think there's a lot of challenges that come with that. So we have some good people lined up for tonight. We've got one here with us already, another one joining us shortly. So I cannot wait. First time in from TikTok, Captain Redpool. What's going on? Thank you so much for being here. Really quick, before we get started, if you guys notice the ticker on the bottom of the screen there, Wildish and I have a friend who has a 3-year-old girl with Down syndrome and has had... she's had a lot of issues since she was born. When she was born, the doctors gave her about 6 months to live, and here she is 3 years old now and still fighting for her life. She's actually in the hospital right now. Her pulse ox was about 73, so her oxygen count is really low. So any kind of donations that you guys feel like making to tonight's stream through the PayPal, through the donate link there, everything that we make tonight will go to Mason and her mother to help offset some of the costs that they're dealing with right now. They're stuck in the hospital for a while, and we just want to do as much as we can to help. So if you guys do want to use the command Mason, it will give you a link where you can see her story. It's just a short little blip about her story. She actually has a commercial that was played during the Super Bowl in our area, at least. I don't know if it was a nationwide thing, but it's through Geisinger Care. And that should be shown sometime soon. I believe it was played during the Super Bowl, if I remember correctly, from what Wildish told me. But yeah, so without further delay, we're going to bring in our first guest of the evening while we wait on our second. So if anybody has some input, some questions, some thoughts regarding parenting and gaming, please drop them in the comments and we will get to them ASAP. All right, so let's go. Our first guest is Mr. Ap3x.
Hey, how we doing?
Absolutely lovely, man. I got to tell you, since the first time I heard your voice and saw your TikToks, my thought was this man needs to be on a podcast.
And here we are. It's happening.
Yes, it is. And if I remember correctly from your Twitch bio, it says you're a stay-at-home dad, yeah?
Yeah.
So
stay-at-home dad with 3 girls.
You 3 girls. That's amazing. You ever let them braid your hair?
I don't think any of them know how to.
You got to teach them then, don't you?
Get
that Viking warrior look going, man.
Right.
Viking warrior look.
I mean, I'm pretty diehard about Viking anything, so
yeah.
One day.
All right. We got Ewoks Fuzzy in here. What's going on, Ewoks? A Maze Boob, a werewolf. Look at all of these amazing people. And your lovely other half, your Pocket Troll. So
yeah, she's everywhere.
Since you're on and she's in here, I really want to know where she got her name.
Where'd you get your name?
Because my only guess is that it's because she's a short stack.
She's what, 5'3"?
Same as my wife.
Yeah, I mean, she's shorter, but to be honest, it's just she came up with it off on her own time.
That's amazing. So what is going on, guys? CJ 101 plays. What's up? What's up? Typical gaming girl. Thank you so much for the bits. Again, guys, if you see the ticker, since you got a lot of new people coming in now, if you see the ticker across the bottom of the screen, please, please, please drop the donate command and the Mason command in chat to see a little bit of background info on my friend's daughter. They're in the hospital right now, and anything I make off of tonight's stream that goes to my PayPal account is going directly to them. So if you're interested or curious, make sure you click the command Mason in chat. So I wanted to try something new here tonight. You know, since this is the second episode, I wanted to try a little screen share here because this site is really nice. And for anybody who does not know you, I feel like I want to give them a little bit of an insight into who you are. Make them go over to your channel and drop you a follow. Plus, I made it and he didn't know. So I was trolling his stream for a while. Dude, Pocket Troll, that's amazing. I really like that. Okay, so let's see if this works. Let's get this bad boy out here. We're going to bring this up. For those of you who don't know Mr. Ap3x.
Hey, look at that.
This dude is a very chill streamer. You definitely need to hop over to his stream, check him out, and vibe with him, man. He streams late at night. I'm assuming because the kiddos are in bed, yeah?
Yeah, that's when I started streaming, that's basically why I was doing the late night thing. It's just the house was quiet, everyone was in bed, didn't have to worry about getting interrupted or anything like that. So
yeah, that's beautiful because back when I started streaming, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful clip. So when I started streaming, I tried doing later at night, and the problem was I was just too fucking loud for my wife. So I got yelled at a lot for that. A lot.
yeah, I'm pretty quiet. I'm trying to be more energetic and, you know, more volume and all that. So
yeah,
I have a feeling that might become a problem.
it's tough. I actually wouldn't know because, you know, when I first started doing this, I wasn't used to the headset thing as much. I didn't really start playing online games until we moved into this house 2.5 years ago. It's the first house we bought together, and I was not really much into online gaming. So when I started streaming, I'd be in here by myself with the headset on, and apparently I got really loud because I'd get all those Facebook messages from the wife. You need to calm down. You need to be quiet. The kids are trying to sleep. I'm trying to sleep. So that was quite the challenge when I was starting out.
Just like the other night with Fortnite.
Yeah, dude, that last match the other night was ridiculous. I can't believe that I held off as much as I did when that with that 3-on-1 at the end.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
And
they should have killed you way earlier.
Way quicker. Like I got off, when I finally got off of Fortnite, I looked at my phone and I must have had about 15 messages from her. All of them just ridiculous little stickers and gifts telling me to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It was absolutely insane. All right, so guys, do not forget, if you have any questions about being a parent in gaming and what kind of things we deal with or what you deal with, if you have any comments regarding what you deal with as a parent streamer, leave them in the comments and we will get to them. We want to have a nice discussion about this, share some tips and tricks, and have a nice conversation over here. Plus, I hated it. Go ahead and give your hubby a shout out. There you go. Not sure how fire. Dude, I really like this. Fortnite will do that to you. Calcium cannons. You have a two-parter, Jack Ryan. Go for it. Go for it. Because I want you guys... Listen, let's start firing those questions at Mr. Ap3x because I want you guys to get to know this man a little
Freshwater or saltwater? It is a freshwater. I'm not advanced enough for that saltwater stuff yet.
Yeah, that's a lot of work, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I used to have freshwater tanks back in the day. And I always wanted to do a saltwater tank, but when I finally was told what is involved with that and how much upkeep is involved, I was like, nah, I can't do it. There's just no way.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn, and I'm just starting out. Like, we've had this one for probably 3 years or so. The wife got it for me as a Father's Day gift one year.
That's a neat Father's Day gift. What do you got in it? I can't see.
Right now, we got a couple plecos. We have a Pictus catfish, a couple Corridoras, and then we have guppies and a Mickey Mouse.
And a Mickey Mouse. That's the only one that I don't think I recognize the name of.
It's
But I know the rest of them.
orange and yellow fish, and then on its tail, it's got black Mickey Mouse markings.
Oh, nice, dude. All right, so second here we have from Jack Ryan for you. How do you balance between kids, wife, and stream?
It's hard to find a balance, to be honest. With trying to support so many other people inside of Twitch and then do my own thing, it's I'm a stay-at-home dad, so I've got the majority of the day with the baby. And then like my oldest, she plays Fortnite, so I play with her from time to time. It's hard to find that like equilibrium balance, I think. It's if you lean one way too hard, you feel like you're not doing as much as you should be doing for your audience. And if you lean into Twitch too much, you know, you're probably neglecting somewhere else.
Right. And Fire and I talked about that last week a little bit. We touched on it just a little bit, trying to find that balance. That balance is very hard to find. I mean, you're busy all day. How old's your youngest?
She is gonna be 16 months.
16 months. So yeah, still like, even though you have that time during the day, your attention is like almost solely on that one.
Yeah.
So that's really tough.
She's a lot.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, or not as far as I'm concerned, but as far as it goes for me, between going to work during the day, now that I'm back to work finally, and then I get home, I have dinner with the family, and the days I stream, I don't really have a whole lot of time before I have to get ready to hop on stream, get all my stuff ready. And then my off days, I try my best to get into as many different streams as I can in such a short period of time. And it just always feels like I'm not doing enough, but trying to do the content outside of the stream itself, I think, is the most challenging part. Hello, baby.
Yeah, see, and when I stream, she gets to show up on stream quite often.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that's wholesome, though. I gotta tell you, that's wholesome. A lot of people really enjoy that. Hi.
Say hi. There you go.
So how about this one? This one's a good one for you. The kiddos ever skip the other parent and go straight to the person streaming to get them a snack? From Jay Plastic.
Not in my household.
Lucky.
They usually ask mom for that kind of stuff. So I got lucky. You're gonna go take a nap.
So my kids are hit or miss. Bye. My kids are so hit or miss. I got a little on-air sign to put on my door to my gaming room, and they'll still ignore it and come in. Last night, my wife streamed a little bit, and they were in there bothering her the entire time. I'm like, I know I'm usually the one that streams kids, but when mom's on, it doesn't give you like free reign to just go in and bug the hell out of her, man. You know?
Right.
I felt so bad for her, but nothing you can do sometimes with them. Dancey's on her way. Woohoo!
Yeah, it can be a lot.
For real. It really is a constant balancing act. All right, let's see what Fire's got. How do you and Wildish Mama come up with the schedule when you both stream? So, when it comes to both parents being streamers, like clearly I do it a lot more. I'm way more invested in it, and it's something I really love to do. And she's a little less invested, I guess you would say. I don't want to say she's not into it, because she is. She likes it, but she just does it for the fun, like to hop on and just hang out with people. Her goals aren't the same as my goals, but that being said, I still will not stream on the same day as her, because what I feel is we have a lot of the same followers, and I don't want to split them up. Like, I don't want to take possible viewers from her, and I don't want her to take possible viewers from me. So my schedule is basically already laid out. We just kind of work around that for when she streams. And recently it's kind of just been her saying, "Do you think I should stream today? Yeah, maybe I'll stream today." And then she hops on. Like yesterday, I didn't know she was going to stream. I had no idea. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to stream now." I'm like, "Oh, you're going to stream? Okay. All right, let's go. All right, let's do it."
See, until just recently, I didn't have a schedule because I felt like that all the time. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to stream. And then I didn't know I was going to until like 10 minutes before I decided to.
Now, see, my kids are a little older, so coming up with a schedule and trying to stay strict to my schedule is a lot easier for me. I can imagine how difficult it is for you.
Yeah, it can be. It's getting a lot better now. Like I've actually made a point to do a schedule and try to stick to it. So I've got kids, and I've got a pit bull shepherd mix who is attached to mama at the hip, and she just went outside to grab something from the car. So that's why he does that.
That's awesome. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right. From Captain Redpool, my wife recently started gaming, but our youngest wakes up often in the middle of the night needing her. How do I help her feel involved when she is kept away for extended periods? All right, so
just started gaming, or like, is she streaming or anything like that? Or
yeah, I think, I don't know why, but I feel like I need a little more clarification on this.
Yeah.
How do you help your wife feel more involved when she is kept away for extended periods? I'm sorry, maybe I'm just being a little silly right now. I can't figure out exactly what you mean by that. My fault. I'll figure it out. How hard has it been balancing work? Okay. Well, let's see. How do I help her feel involved when she is kept away for extended periods? Do you mean, how do you make her feel involved in the gaming community, like in the streaming community, when she's unable to be on and stream? Is that what you're meaning? And she's new to gaming in general. We'll definitely come back to that as soon as I figure out what you mean.
Yeah,
yes.
I just don't have enough information for it.
Yeah. So here we go for Cactus Gus. How hard has it been balancing work, family, and streaming? At Cactus Gus, it's definitely a struggle. I think my hardest thing to deal with is trying to get the off-air content done, like posting to TikTok or YouTube. I've slacked off on completely. I used to try to get stuff put out for it, but it ends up just being like, just trying to throw up a TikTok video or something, because I just don't have the time to sit down and edit videos out. Now that I finally have OBS working, I'm considering doing some off-stream recordings to try to make the content on YouTube a little bit different. But even so, just finding the time alone, because you don't want to neglect family time. It's very difficult, and it's going down a dark road when that happens. If you neglect your family and you're not spending time with your wife and kids, or your significant other and your kids, you get yourself into a lot of trouble that way. You really do. And your relationship in your home is a lot more important than anything streaming wise. And I said it last time, and I'll say it again. It is very rare to make streaming a career. We all want to push for it. We all want to do our best and work our hardest at this to get to where we want to be. But do not let it come between you and your relationships in your life, because it's just not good, man. All right, here we go. For you, from a werewolf, Mr. Ap3x, what is something that motivates you to keep streaming, and what is some advice you would give to a smaller or new streamer?
Motivates me to keep streaming. My daughters absolutely love watching anything streaming or gaming content related. So, I mean, that helps. Uh, I've always been a gamer for as long as I can remember, like playing Tetris and Pac-Man way, way, way back in like Atari days. So it's just always been a part of my life, and I don't know, just I guess seeing that my kids are so into it too, that's a big motivator. And then advice to smaller or newer streamers. Network. That's all it is. Network with as many other content creators as you can. Don't do it in like, I don't know, there's good ways and bad ways to go about it, but like all the stuff that TheeHolyMan preaches all the time, that's the right way to do it. Go be in other people's streams, support them, show them love. Usually you'll see that reciprocated.
Yeah. So to anybody who is new to streaming, that's exactly his explanation there is what we mean when we say network. Basically just go out and make friends within the streaming community, show that you want to support them, and chances are they'll want to support you back. It's all about building relationships. It really is. From your pocket troll, with summer coming, do you think your schedule will change? Mine is going to change sooner rather than later. I just got a message the other night giving me the Little League schedule. And while last year the games were on Monday and Wednesday nights, this year they are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which just so happened to be the nights I picked to stream. I picked those nights because I assumed my Little League games would be on those nights. So I'm going to flip-flop things around a little bit. And if I happen to get a different job someday in the future, it will switch up again. But my wife and I, we like to have campfires Fridays and Saturday nights in the summertime. So definitely, like, I definitely want to keep as many Saturday nights free as I possibly can. So we love being outside in the summer. I don't know about you, Apex, but we do. I mean, Pocket Troll sent me a picture one day of your campfire, so I know you guys do too.
Yeah, that was just in the backyard. Just a random campfire because kids have been asking for one. I personally am not an outdoors guy. I'm legitimately allergic to the sun.
Really?
So, yeah, if I stay out in the sun too long, I get itchy all over from head to toe. It's terrible. But yeah, she loves being outdoors, so I mean, we spend quite a bit of time out there. It's usually I'm in the shade somewhere or something like that.
Beautiful. So, our second guest is here, guys. So I want to bring her on, and let's get some more questions fired up for this one here. I know you guys know Dancey.
Hi,
and I know you guys love Dancey. So, hey, look at that. My face is being blocked.
I was going to say, you're going to have to move your logo.
Yeah, we're going to have to change this up. I wonder if this will work too. Hold on. Let me
Ooh,
see.
that works. There you go.
Now I want to play with this. Can I like alternate who's where? Can I do that?
Look at that. Fancy.
Oh, shit, I can.
You don't want to put me up on the big one.
So what I want to do is, before we get going, I'm going to do the same thing for Dancey that we did for Mr Ap3x. Since I'm really enjoying this playing around BS on here right now. So any of you who don't know DanceyGirl, we're going to give you a little clip of her. So
no.
let's check out some Dancey stuff real quick. If you guys don't know DanceyGirl, make sure you head over to her channel, drop her a follow. Oh, wrong screen.
I apologize in advance for any cursing. Oh yeah. That's actually a good clip.
You do not need to apologize for any sort of cussing at all. At all. We cuss here and it's okay. So don't worry about it.
Okay. Sounds
good. So how did everything go?
It went well. Both
Perfect.
2 out of 3 kids need glasses. My prescription changed. Apparently my eyes got better. Don't know how that happened.
Oh, really? Dude, I gotta make myself an eye appointment soon. I really do.
Well, they I don't know if it was the same in the States, but they went on strike here for a year. And so we haven't been able to go until recently.
All, doctors in general or just the optometrists?
Optometrists.
Huh.
They wanted more money.
All right.
So. Yep.
So the next question we have, I know I'm going to probably get behind here a little bit, just like I did last week, but you know what? That just means more content and more time for questions. So, and guys, if I happen to miss any of your questions, feel free to comment again with the same question. Don't worry about repeating yourself. I apologize if I miss anything. We're going to try to get to everything as best as we can. So this one's from our good friend Amaze. Besides time management, what has been your biggest struggle you have faced streaming? So since we just brought you on, why don't you be the first to answer, Dancey?
Oh gosh. My biggest struggle besides time management, I would say time management is probably my biggest struggle. But I think, yeah, see, I don't know. I think it's time management.
Go for it. Roll with it.
Sometimes finding time for well, that's still time management. Hold on. Coming up with new ideas that are traditional. I like to be like, buddy, I'm busy.
Perfect example. We've had perfect examples of parenting and streaming already. This is great. Surprised my kids haven't barged in yet.
What? I don't care. So what was I saying? Oh my gosh, now it's completely gone. My kid distracted me.
Original ideas, basically.
Yeah, so sorry, original ideas. So I like to be original. I like to be, my own brand, and I find sometimes finding new ideas is quite difficult sometimes. Even coming up with your own slogan is hard.
I know, right?
But tried to come up with a new DanceyGirl slogan for like a month. So if you have any suggestions.
Yeah, that's definitely a struggle. Just trying to keep everything fresh.
Yep.
Because a lot of stuff that you see on Twitch is recycled content. I mean, when you really start to look around and you start to wonder to yourself, what can I do about this to make me stand out? Because so many of us play the games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Apex, all that nonsense. And you're like, what can I do differently? Or even this just chatting thing or podcasting and whatnot. Like you, Dancey, you do a lot of just chatting now. And you're trying to do your murder mystery stuff.
I am. That has been when it comes to time management, that's been super hard. Because I don't want to push out half-assed content. So I think that I want to put so much more research into it than I have time for. So I think doing it on a weekly basis was a little bit of an overstretch.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. How about you, Mr. Ap3x?
I think interruptions and distractions when I'm streaming is probably the biggest struggle aside from time management.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Mr. Ap3x.
Little Bubba, she shows up in almost every stream I have, which isn't a bad interruption or anything like that. And most people love when she pops in. But yeah. And
nice.
Hi, Dancey.
Hello.
My wife absolutely loves watching your content. So.
Oh, does she?
Oh, yeah.
It's always a wild time over in Dancey's streams. No lie, man. For real.
I try and have fun.
Yeah. So now I think we have a little clarification from Captain Redpool. Let's take a look at this real quick, Mr. Ap3x. Our daughter needing her pulls her away from gaming sessions with me, whether streaming or casual, because of needing her time and attention to get her back to bed. This puts her idle or takes her away from being actively involved. How do I keep her from feeling like she is being denied her new interest? The stream is mine, not hers, so I can't leave if streaming at that time. So I guess the one piece of advice I can give you, I know it can be really tough, but see if there's some way you can involve the kid in the stream or the gaming when they wake, if they happen to wake up and she goes to grab them and comes back. See if maybe she can bring the kid to you and maybe they can be on stream with you. They can be on camera with you and, I don't know, maybe give them a controller that doesn't work. That's what I used to do with my kids all the time, to let the kid feel like they're playing too. But this way you guys can kind of work together on taking care of the kid while you're gaming, while you're streaming, and maybe see if that helps.
Another suggestion too is instead of just being an idol, I don't know if she's a console streamer or not, But if she uses OBS, you can have a be right back screen, and you can add through Clips Guru. You can add like clips, your most recent highlights on your stream, and it makes it so it's not such dead air.
Perfect. Let me see if we can get this to work again.
I've
There we go.
played plenty of matches of Rocket League with Bubba in my lap on stream, so I mean it's definitely doable.
Yeah, that's something that I tried to do recently with my kids too, because when you're really trying to grow, you are taking a lot of time. You're taking a lot of time to try to do this, and it's not easy. It's not easy. So instead of just taking time away from family time, pull the family into it. And like we game with our kids from time to time. I mean, that was the main intention of us getting my son a PS4 for Christmas. And then he started making friends on there, and now it's like, forget that. I mean, he still wants to play.
Your friends are too cool to play with mom and dad.
Exactly. Like,
got a PS4 and got too cool to hang out with mom and dad.
Exactly. The last time I had him on stream, he played for like 45 minutes, and then his friend invited him, and he hopped off. I'm like, I'm streaming, man. You were supposed to be my ranked trio. Come on. Ridiculous.
Yep.
All right. From Cactus Gus, one for both of y'all. What is your beard maintenance like? Maybe it can help with my baby face.
Well, I mean, I'm just kidding. This is you guys. I'm a
Yeah, right. Soap and water. Some beard oils. I mean, the oils are said to promote growth. I mean, I don't know how true that is. I already had the beard when I started using it, but I get this little patch in the front. Y'all might think I'm not aware of it, but I am. I got this little patch in the front. It doesn't really thicken up no matter how much like beard oil I put in every day. It's just is what it is. Just, I don't know.
The main thing is just to let it grow. Like, you might think it's growing in patchy or whatever, but you just haven't given it enough time.
And as it gets longer, you got to get the ends off a little every once in a while. Just like
get a good
Dancey
barber.
knows with her longer hair, you just got to trim the ends every once in a while to let it grow, baby.
Gets healthier every time you trim.
Absolutely. Alley Cat Dancey.
Allie!
And then from Jack, are you blind now? Ewok.
Thanks.
Yo,
Ewok.
I'm behind, guys. Holy.
Ewok,
right,
nice to see you.
Sorry, we just get into the conversation. We will catch up eventually. Do not worry. Keep the questions coming. Coming. Okay, here we go. All right, for DanceyGirl, you and Philly stream, and I remember one weekend you had all the kids. How do you manage who is going to stream and who's going to adult?
We have our set stream time, so we both follow our schedule. So Saturday nights are dedicated to him, so I'm in parenting mode that night. And Saturday mornings are my time. So that's kind of how we do it. When we have them all through the week, like now, it's a little harder, but you know, weekends they pretty much know the schedule too. They've gotten into it.
5, right?
5 kids.
Yeah.
5.
You've got a loud house, don't you?
Honestly, we have such a big house, it absorbs most of the noise.
Nice.
So like I had 13 kids here one day. I know that sounds crazy, but all our neighborhood kids like to come and hang out, and they were outside, but then it started raining, so they came inside. And Philly was at a golf tournament that weekend, so I had 13 kids by myself, but I was like, doesn't even seem like it, because some are downstairs, some are upstairs, some are on the main floor. Yep.
Just an FYI for everybody.
Wildish.
If Holy gets disconnected, it's from the crazy storm we're getting. I'm sure Mr. Ap3x is used to this and crazier, being where he's from. You guys had a tornado.
Yeah, I don't play with.
I was streaming.
I don't play with storms. If it's gonna storm, I ain't streaming, because I'm a baby when it comes to that stuff. We got trapped when our oldest was just like 6 months old. We got trapped in a wicked storm driving home, and like culverts were washing out everywhere around us. We drove through water that was like to the hood of our car. Ever since that, I can't deal with them. So if it's gonna storm, I ain't streaming.
For real. Like,
yeah, I was just the other night. Yeah, there was a pretty big EF3 tornado that went probably about half a mile south of where we live.
No shit, man.
Holy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was actually getting a little nervous earlier. Mama was telling me that we're in a tornado watch, or tornado warning, not a watch, tornado warning, which means that one touchdown, right? It's different than a watch or whatever. I was like, oh, cool. We're gonna have some awesome.
Usually
people
means
on the
they've
stream
definitely
tonight.
seen some funnels.
Well, it's messed up because when I got on board with Blue Collar Media, I went on to one of the guys' podcasts, and I was supposed to hop on at 8 o'clock and get in studio like this, stay backstage until 8:30, and then be brought on. Well, I signed on at 8 o'clock, and at 8:05, our power went out. I was like, no. I had to load back in. Luckily, I got in on time.
I want to ask Jack, I know it's not for a while, but Jack Ryan just asked a question about what advice we have on staying active with chat. Do you mean like if chat's not active, staying active, or do you mean like if they're really active and you're trying to game? Anyways, sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. But yo, we can address anything you guys see. Do not worry. I just get behind because we get talking and shit.
I see this question.
TTV Shmoo, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate that. It's not.
I feel like Fire's taunting me with this question because he knows the answer.
Oh my goodness. Oh wait. Oh, to Mr. Ap3x. Here we go.
There you go.
Your pocket troll mentioned the oldest wants to stream. What requirements will you set when she's allowed to stream? Yeah.
There it is. I keep clicking over on your stream, so it takes the focus away from this window. Requirement? I don't know if we're gonna have like requirements. It's just gonna be like, is she listening? Is she taking care of the stuff that she needs to be taken care of? Is like, what's the respect level going on in the house? Is she having an attitude? Stuff like that. You know, I mean, if she wants to stream, she'll stream, and she's gonna sit right next to me so I can mod her chat and do all that and make sure there ain't anything going on. But yeah, I'm cool with her streaming. But if she's giving us wicked attitude during the week, that ain't happening.
It's just something else you could take away. How about you, Dancy? If your kids want to stream,
they already want to be YouTubers. They're their favorite streamer is K-List. Like, I'm not even on that list at all, which is fine.
Well, they just don't see how cool you really are because
true.
They're with you every day.
They're like, that's my mom. She's nothing special. But so I don't know. I think eventually they will. But I mean, I have a really good community, and I think that I could try and encourage positivity within their community, and be a good mod for them, and just make sure, like Mr. Ap3x said, just making sure that nothing funky's going on, and just being there every stream.
Now, is there a certain age that you're going to require your kids to be? So the Twitch age requirement is 13.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, I believe it's 13 on Twitch.
I mean, I've let my stepson stream on mine, and it went really good, honestly. He had a lot of fun. Not that I should be, but I did let him, and it went well. But I think 13 would probably be I think even 13's a little young for me, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're monitoring, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure where I sit on that. Like, the Twitch age is 13, so I mean, if she wants to around that time, like, I suppose we'll try it and see how it goes. But yeah, I feel like it should be a little bit older than that too, especially with some of the streams I've seen on Twitch. Like, I mean, there's some crazy stuff out there.
Yep. And you never know, like, they could accidentally, unintentionally out where you live, or there's so many things that you're not thinking of. Like, even like last night, Philly did a stream, and one of our buddies who doesn't normally stream was there, and he's like, oh, and he's like saying our hometown and my real name, and I'm like, you can't say stuff like that.
That's when you unplug the mic. My daughter just did that the other night while playing with our son. She didn't give out an address, thank the fucking Lord.
Yeah.
But she starts yelling out his full name.
Yeah.
His full name. I'm like, dude,
They
no.
don't understand. Yeah.
Like, I had these conversations with the two of them when they started playing Fortnite online. I'm like, just listen. You go by whatever name is on there. You're Wild
Yep.
Bean. He's Nordic Warlord. That's it.
That's how it
So
goes.
you don't give names, especially a last name. And if you throw that middle name in there, oh boy, what is
Yep.
wrong with you kids? Ridiculous. All right. So now that we're catching up a little bit, now we're way behind. What's your advice on staying active in chat? Do we want to cover that one now? Or is there another piece that goes with that?
I mean, I don't think he actually answered when I asked. Jack Ryan. That just made me question my question, or that just made my question better. Hold on. Sorry. I don't think he answered. That's okay.
He now says it was both.
Oh, it was both. Okay. You can go first if you want, Mr. Ap3x.
No, this is you. I've got a problem with staying active when there's not chat. I'm not good at like self-narrating what I'm doing and whatnot. I'm trying to get better at it, but yeah, it's definitely a weak point I got.
Yes. One of the things that I did when I was first getting comfortable in front of a camera before my chat was really active was I would play choice consequence games, and I would talk to myself about the choices I was making and why I was making them, and what I thought the outcome was going to be. So it just kind of kept like an ongoing dialogue, and then eventually people just pipe in. So I don't keep my viewer count up, and I say that almost every stream, but I don't base my content on how many people are watching.
That's good. So I heard some really good advice once that I always try to think about. And it's that your viewers in chat are supposed to react to you, not the other way around. Yep. You're not supposed to react to what they're saying. They're supposed to react to what you're saying. So for anybody who struggles with a slow chat and you don't know what to say, I'll give the same advice every time. Think out loud. Like you don't legitimately have to narrate, per se, like tell a story, but just think about what you're doing in game. Like what's your next in-game action? Like for you, Mr. Ap3x, you play a lot of Rocket League. So think out loud and just say, all right, I'm going to cross the field here, and I'm going to try to get ahead of this guy, or whatever's going on in your head, just say it out loud.
Yep.
Yeah, I've definitely been keeping that more conscious. I'm trying.
I'll hit this one really quick for Danny Games. You just don't. That series just hits you right in the feels a lot. Naruto, if you guys don't watch anime, you two, I don't know if you do or don't, but good Lord, Naruto's a good one. My wife doesn't watch anime, and she loved that one.
Oh.
Absolutely loved it. It's the first anime I ever got her to watch that she enjoyed. All right, who's next, man? That just made my question better. Guys, I'm doing the same thing I did last week. I'm like way behind.
That's okay.
We just have such a good time. We just have such a good time talking.
I wanted to answer the other half of his question, Jack Ryan, because he said, like, just before we move on to the next one, or while you find the next one, or what do you do when it's super active? And when it's super active, I focus on my chat. I try and focus on it as best I can.
Yeah, like
I always say,
I've seen you go. I've seen you just break down and go to just chatting screens before.
Yep.
And that's always a great idea. That's a great way to do it.
It's usually what I do. I'm just like, you know what? Pause the game. We're just going to chat with you guys and just focus on them for a bit, and then go back to whatever you were doing. You can always pause the game. You can't pause people giving people credit for coming into your stream.
Mm-hmm. And for the most part, people are coming in to see you anyway.
Yep.
I mean, the game's just a bonus, right? It gives you something extra to talk about. But they're coming in. They're coming in to interact with you. They're coming in to relax and have a chat.
It's true. I also I don't talk to my team if the chat's too busy. That's what Mason's talking about. Don't let her lie to you.
All right, here you go. For the three of you from Fire Exit, what made you want to stream? Holy crap, am I caught up? Whoa! Guys, we're caught up. Quicker than I thought. All right,
Holy, you go first on that one.
Me?
Yeah,
you.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I started streaming around the same time a lot of people started streaming, back when COVID first hit. I don't know if you guys were the same, but that's about when I started. I actually hopped on Twitch just before that. So around November of 2019 is when I hopped on. And at first I was just doing it to support some friends. And then I was convinced to give it a try. And I was like, I don't know, maybe we'll see. So once I started doing it, once I started hopping on and doing it, I really started to enjoy it, because back when I was younger, I always thought it would be cool to have a career in radio. Now, unfortunately, never got a communications degree, so I'm not in radio. But being on Twitch, I get that experience.
You have a face for streaming, not radio.
I was always told the opposite.
Yeah,
I've got a face for radio.
no, that beard.
Thank you so much for that. Just get that confidence level of mine way up here. I love it. I love it.
He's not gonna be able to get out the door. Wilder's just gonna be like having to knock you down a few pegs.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my goodness. Who's next?
Oh, Mr. Ap3x, you can go if you'd like.
Yeah. So I wouldn't even say me streaming started with me wanting to. I was doing a lot of ARC RP at the time, and people would hear the voice and they'd be like, yo, you need to be streaming. So after enough people said stuff like that, I was like, all right, I guess we'll try it out. And been here ever since. And that was like almost 5 years ago now. So I've been around for a while, just being a little baby streamer, and now we're making moves.
I don't know what it is, Mr. Ap3x, but it's just like I picture you being an R&B radio station host. Play a little Boys to Men or something.
Can you sing Barry White songs?
I can't sing anything right now. This cough won't go away. But yeah, I get a lot of that, like Barry White, Barry Manilow.
Perfect. Now for Dancey, what made you want to stream?
I think same as him. Like, I don't think it started off with me wanting to stream. I was kind of like, a bunch of my friends were like, you need to start streaming. You need to start streaming. You're so entertaining. And I'm like, but like, people won't like me. And like, I'm not going to find anybody to watch me. And I was a console streamer to start. And I don't know, I just fell in love with it. And
it's the same for me, man. Like, I was told that I should just give it a shot. And then I started out without a camera, and I got the camera, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I really want to do this.
I'm so nervous.
Like, I don't want to be on camera. Nobody wants to look at me. What the fuck, man? This is scary. But apparently it all worked out just fine. We're doing okay here.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure everyone has that fear, like, with the camera part of it, because I know a lot of my really good friends that have just started streaming. They don't use face cam, or they didn't use face cam. And like, that's one of the most important things with Twitch streaming, because there's so many times that people will be looking for someone to raid or just looking for someone to watch, and the first thing they look for is, do they have a face cam? And if they don't have a chance.
Yeah,
absolutely. I said it last week, as awkward as it sounds, that's real. Like, people really look for that.
I also want to note too, it's one of my favorite things about Twitch is watching somebody get that face cam and then just slowly growing more confident. And like, you can tell they're so awkward their first few streams. And I remember I was like that too. But like, I'm not naming any names, Fire Exit, but you know, watching certain people that just all of a sudden just get like so much more confident. You're like, you watch their first stream with a camera, and then you watch like 7 later, and you're like, the growth is amazing. And like, I love it. It's awesome. I love watching people like that.
Me and Jay Drastic, we've got quite a few mutual friends, and I won't name names either, but one of them just started using a face cam, and the first one, he was very you could tell he was very self-conscious about it, but now we're only like 2 weeks into him using a face cam, and he looks like a damn natural now.
Right? It's amazing how fast people just like blossom with a face cam.
Yeah, it's great.
Awesome.
That's for you, Dancey. Do you want to read this one out loud?
Advice for the background: get a big picture of your face.
That's like some professional shit right there.
I made
I've noticed
that.
it before.
I made
You
that.
made that?
Yes.
How about the
picture
photo?
I took it. I made it. Yep.
You took that photo?
I produced and made that photo. Yes.
That is nice.
I don't know. I went through Amazon and I just looked for stuff. And then when I was looking for interesting and new ideas, I knew I wanted something like a shout out box because one of my community Welsh Destroyer has like a whiteboard that he wrote down all of his like whoever rated him, and you see people all the time like write it on their bodies and stuff, but I saw this little shadow box and I love it, and that's my little shout out box, and every time somebody raids me or whatever, they get shout out. So I don't know, I guess my suggestion would just be make it your own. I know that sounds like an awful advice, but it needs to be your own brand. It needs to be you.
Yeah, and I mean, Fire asked the question, but he's done something of his own as well. Isn't it cool?
TV with the shout out TV. Like I saw that and I was like, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, it was really neat. Now, question for Holy. Yo, little dude, what's up?
This is Emmett.
What's up, Emmett? Question for Holy. Why did you take the Whisper Challenge off for this stream? So, Fire, I took all of them off. I took all of them off for this stream because I can't really see the redemptions. So, it is what it is.
Yep.
Oh, Fire. For Pocket Troll. That's great. I love it.
How do you keep your hands off this guy?
It's not hard.
I appreciate this, Sacred Vision. Thank you so much for coming in. If I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen anybody do this yet. But if any of my mods could give this guy a shout out, Sacred Vision's a good dude. I was in his stream one day and he shouted me out, and he made sure I got to 1,000 follows that day with people from his community. So they've got a great community, just like the congregation. Give him a look and check out one of his streams. It's a good dude. Good dude. Back down.
Oh, we're behind again.
Yeah, but that's okay. And this comment's so true too with Fire. I know I missed it before, but having that comfort level means a lot, man. And I made a TikTok the other day. I don't know how many people saw it. My TikToks don't get a whole hell of a lot of views, but like I've had people ask me, you know, how I control my anxiety on stream, and I have so much energy on stream. How can I possibly have anxiety when it comes to real life? Like how are you not comfortable going out in public sometimes? And I had this epiphany while I was out with Wildish. We were at an indoor flea market, and there were a bunch of people around, and I had this epiphany. I'm like, when I'm out in public, when I'm out with these people, I get this very uncomfortable feeling because they're not my people.
Yep.
When it comes to streaming and when it comes to your community, those are your people, man. When you make that connection with people, your anxiety just kind of fades away. It just makes it so much easier.
I second that for sure. I struggle really bad with anxiety, especially like going into stores and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's funny because it's totally opposite on stream.
Yeah. It's your people, man. I don't know if you're the same way I am, but I have certain stores that just trigger the anxiety. I don't know what it is about them. And it's not always the fact that they're packed full. It's just something about the building. When I walk in, instantly I'm like, dread. I don't want to be here. Get me out of here now. And if it's a store that Wildish happens to like, I'm like, I don't want to go today. Please don't bring me with you.
Please don't make me.
If she drags me with her, I'm just miserable the whole time just to make her not want to bring me again.
I don't know what it is, but like nothing triggers that for me more than a liquor store. I will sit in the parking lot, hyping myself up to go in and get something for like 20 minutes to half an hour because I'm like freaking out.
And you love liquor.
I do.
So you would think it'd be a nice
I don't have
store.
any right now. I rushed in here.
Yeah, that's
I usually
crazy.
just
I get that feeling just anywhere.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't like. It's weird. I don't like people. Like, I like to be on my own by myself. You know,
You don't like those
So-
people. You love
Yeah.
these people.
Yeah, I like my people.
Yeah.
See, it just goes to show, man, that shit is true. It's real. For the three of you, I want to know, what are you wanting to accomplish by streaming other than money? I'll let y'all go first because I already touched on this a little bit last week, I believe.
You can go, Mr. Ap3x.
Oh, just all the money. I'm trying to get that Twitch money. No. Just making connections, really. Like, I mean, I don't have a lot of friends here, like IRL. So I make my friends through streaming, through gaming and whatnot. So just connections.
It always gets me saying that, because I say the same thing too. You know, IRL, or my real life friends, or the people in my real life. And every time I say it now, I cringe a little bit inside.
Yeah.
Because y'all are real life people too. Y'all are
Right.
my real life friends. You know? So every
I
time
can
I
tell
say it
you-
now, I'm like, huh.
Yep. I can tell you, people on Twitch and people in my Discord have helped me more through. I am more likely to call a maze boob if I'm having an anxiety attack than I am even my own mother at this point. Like, it's just a different level of comfort with online friends, because you're
Yep.
just your truest form of yourself.
Yeah, and like I said it last week. Like, no, I didn't say it last week. I said it on another podcast. I said it on Jay Mills and Goody Games 99's podcast. These people that you were playing games with, you're playing games with them almost daily. Like, some of us do play games with these people daily. You're talking to them daily. These people know intimate things about you that people IRL don't know about you.
The things you say when you're mad and raging.
Yeah. Like, well, and if you're having a rough day, you're going to confide in your online gaming friends,
Yep.
right?
You don't have to put on a mask for your gaming friends. You don't need to put up that front, because if not, like, if they don't like you for who you are, there's a delete button. In real life, there isn't a
Yep.
delete button. You can't choose your
Yep.
family. I mean, you can choose your friends to a degree, but
Yeah. All right.
What about you, Holy? Did you
So
answer?
what I want to accomplish, I swear to God, it changes on a daily basis. Like, my brain is just on some kind of weird wavelength here. It's like a freaking roller coaster. It's like a sine wave, sine wave. I don't know how you pronounce it, sine wave, where it goes up and then down, and then up and then down. So there are days when I can truly sit back and I can see my growth and see my success. And I think to myself, you know, maybe there is a possibility of me growing to the point of partner someday. And just feeling like that is possible makes me excited, because if I got to that point, I could really take a step back, slow down a little bit, and try to help out the community as best as I can. But then there are other days when I'm like, you know what? I really try to put things in perspective, and I think, you know, you really cannot make a living doing this for the most part. Like, unless you are extremely popular and you start to go viral, you're not going to make a living out of this. You cannot make enough money to support a family. Now, I think I said last week, but I'm the breadwinner of the family. So if I'm not working full time, we're not going to survive. Listen, I sat down and I did the math one day and figured out just how many subs I would need each month to pay my bills. And I think it was close to 800 subs in 1 month. My best is like 100, 110 in 1 month. It's not possible. And even if I was at the point of partner, that's very, very difficult. And then at that point, you're relying on people to donate to you. Like, and you don't want to try to force people to do that, because it's just crazy. So then those days, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what happens if we hit another recession?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same in the
People
States.
can't afford to help you. So then I sit back and I'm like, you know what? Even if I don't grow from this point forward, I've made a lot of great friends, and they make the gaming experience so much better, because you always have someone to game with. You always have someone there for you. And the community itself having those people to talk to when you need someone to talk to, it's worth its weight in gold. So just knowing what we've done here in the congregation and, trying to bring more people in and trying to bring more communities together, like trying to do these community crossovers. I love it. I'm happy with it.
And it's amazing how I can pop into one of your streams and see so many people that were originally from my community that are now your community. And Maze and I got to the point where our communities were so blended, we just became the same.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And, hopefully we'll be there one day too.
Yeah.
I think we are. There's a lot of your people in my streams and my community streams and a lot of my community and your people's streams.
Yeah, and I've touched on this before too. There's a reason that I don't use my name in my community, is because I want it to be like one super community. I want everyone to have a place where you could congregate and just chat with one another and support one another and just be one big community where it's not solely focused on me. And that, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. A werewolf wants to know, what are your favorite games to play? This one's like, good Lord, I could give so many answers to this.
Yeah, it depends on my mood. Like Call of Duty was, what I started originally playing and what I absolutely love. Been playing it since I was like 13. Love it. And then I think like I played Ark for the first time yesterday. I'm already addicted. Like I'm literally,
Ark's fun.
I'm like, it's one of those, I'm waiting for bedtime so I can play it again.
I got it from PlayStation Plus and I have waited on starting it yet because I'm like, dude, I'm going to start this and I'm not going to stop. I better wait.
You're not. Be careful.
Yeah, it can definitely suck you in.
Yeah.
That's what I started streaming on, was Ark, but on PC with a lot of mods doing role-play servers.
Yeah.
We have a member in our community that's been a huge help to our community, Red Phoenix, and she does a lot of Ark. She actually builds her own servers. Like she pays for her own servers, builds them up and stuff. And like there's a whole section in our Discord dedicated to that. So if there's any Ark players in here in this chat, hit up the congregation Discord and go check out that channel and
I'm gonna have
start
to check
chatting away. Because she do it.
I'm gonna have to.
She has servers that she can get you into, I'm sure. Let's see. I've got so many games. Like Final Fantasy, that series is just so awesome. Before this stream tonight, I was playing the original Final Fantasy on NES, just grinding some levels, trying to get the gear I wanted, and hoping that maybe Sunday I can stream some Final Fantasy. Last Sunday I did Legend of Zelda on the NES. So do some dungeon diving. That's like the original it's like the original Dungeons and Dragons like Nintendo game. Like the whole thing's based off of Dungeons and Dragons. It's so cool.
Yeah.
But then like how can you go wrong with Skyrim? I love playing Skyrim. That's a timeless game too. I think that's going to be around forever.
I was hooked on Skyrim for a long time.
Sacred Vision, you take the shout out and you like it. I don't care what you say. We have great mods. You get the shout out. Wait, what's this? Walmart, Home Depot. What is this? What's all if there's something strange going on in chat, you're pretty much guaranteed that it's Jeff.
I think that's back from the question of or when you were talking about certain stores that
oh. So the big one for me around here, I don't know if this is a nationwide store, I couldn't tell you. It might be Burlington Coat Factory. We had a Burlington Coat Factory near us that was over near Scranton, and the building was so old and so weird. As soon as I walked through that door, done. I couldn't do it. It was so awful. And there's quite a few more around here. I just can't deal with them. What's this one? Mr. Fire Exit with all the feels. Love you and your wife and Dancy and Philly and Holy and Mama. Oh, so awesome.
Love you, Fire.
And every person in this chat.
every fucking person in this chat.
So let's talk about this, Mr. Apex. How much truth is there to this? I mean, clearly there's a lot of truth, but I kind of want you to answer this or reply.
All right. Every time something big happens, community cared and take care of us more than when we needed. Yeah, definitely. I don't think I even tell my family and like my IRL friends about a lot of the stuff that goes on. Like my community knows almost immediately as it's happening, and anything that's come up, I hear way more from my community than I do from anyone else. So
yeah. You know, not to get all morbid and shit, but getting older, and now I'm having these blood clotting issues and all this other shit where I'm constantly at the hospital. It seems this year it's been a shitty start to the year. I had this conversation with my wife last night that I know she didn't want to have, and I told her, I said, if anything ever happens to me, I want you or my son to stream on my account. I want you to talk to them. I want you to reach out and talk to these people. She's like, that is not going to be the first thing on my mind. I'm like, listen, it may not be the first thing on your mind, but please reach out and do it, because these people will take care of you. I have full faith that these people will take care of you if, God forbid, anything ever happened to me. And she's like, please don't talk about this with me right now. Don't talk like this. I'm like, listen, we're getting a little bit older. There comes a point in our life when there are conversations we have to have with one another, as awkward as it may be. Like, just, I wanted to make sure she would reach out to everybody. I don't think that's so wrong of me. This is true, Danny Games. It's just hard to speak about personal life or needing advice in real life. During streaming isn't the ideal place to speak, but it's not hard to reach out to our community. Yeah. Because you don't really want to bring down a stream by talking about negative points in our lives. But like you said, there's always room in Discord. Go ahead, Dancy. Sorry.
No, I was just going to comment on what you said. There's the people that you meet in your stream, you end up gaming with. And when you're gaming with them, that stuff just comes out off stream. And, like you said, Amaze and I now talk on Facebook. She's got my phone number, right? Like, there's so many things that, you can connect with people and they become IRL friends, like you and Fire met.
Yeah.
We're meeting this summer. I just booked it off work, by the way.
Did you? I've been holding off a little bit just to see what plays out with what I'm doing, but no matter what, my weekend is free. Whether a company tells me I have to work or not, I'm saying, listen, no.
I'm sick.
No. Yeah. This is funny. No. I actually once had a command where you could type, I forget what it was, beard no more, I think it was called. So if you typed the command beard no more, it would pop up and say, for $1,000 donation, I will shave my beard on stream. I mean, it wasn't as long as it is now, but I was like, yeah, maybe for $1,000 I'd do that. And then I actually had someone say she's donated more than that before. And I was like, I'm removing that command.
Yeah, time to get rid of that one.
Yeah. And then
is there a goal or an amount that you would do it for?
I thought about it and I was like, maybe $2,000. I mean, that would get me a slick PC, or it could cut into my mortgage.
It could get you a slick graphics card.
At this point, yeah, I know, right? Maybe for $2,000 or $3,000, I would do it, but I always consider the fact that it'll grow back. I'll just have to stream without a camera until it does.
Right.
I don't know.
I had someone
funny.
at one of my streams offering like $300 to shave off the man bun.
Oh God.
It's like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna be a thing.
That's funny from Jack Ryan right after that. How many gifted subs? I just don't know, man. I really just don't know. That's wild. My phone's going crazy right now for some reason. Oh, golly. Philly Perk, what's going on tonight, my dude? I am trying to catch up with chat. We're just having a good time in here tonight. Guys, I'm so glad you joined me in here. These are getting good, man. I love doing this. This is so much fun.
The streamer interviews are so much fun. I love this website. I might have to steal it.
Part of the reason I brought you on, aside from the fact that I really wanted to have you on, I wanted to show this to you because I know that you are doing this too, and it's a really nice setup. There's a go live button. You go live right from here. You don't have to set up OBS or nothing.
Really?
Yeah. Like I have my overlays because I pay a certain amount per month. You could do a free version, but you don't get to use your logos or your overlays. You could use their crap. But yeah, I was like, for the cost, if I'm using this 1 to 2 times a week, why not? Absolutely. Let's see.
50 subs, 100 subs. My bank needs to know.
It's just not enough. I'm telling you, it's got to be $2,000 or more. It's got to be worth it, man. I need that money. Like I'm
the
broke.
thing
I
is,
need
if
my
I
truck
shave
back.
my face, if I shave my beard off, I'm a pretty ugly looking dude now. I shave that beard off. Ooh, you don't want that.
This is
I
man
promise
makeup,
you don't
dude.
want that.
This is man makeup.
It's true. That's why I wear sunglasses when I'm not wearing any makeup.
This covers my double chin. My wife has often said, you're lucky you have a beard to cover your double chin. What do I get?
I agree with Wildish.
All right, from Fire Exit, Mr. Ap3x and Dancey, do you set aside days where it's just family, no Twitch, no games, just no tech?
Yep.
It's
not
important.
necessarily no tech, low tech. Like we'll sit and watch a movie together. Friday nights are always pizza night and movie night where we spend together and get together and talk about the week and watch a movie.
Beautiful.
What about you, Mr.
I try to. The no games part is a really hard one for us. The wife is not much of a gamer. I'm diehard, and the kids have become diehard. And I don't know if there's such a thing as no tech anymore in 2022. Like,
even our watches are tech at this point,
right? We go to the park a lot. We'll go like when it's nicer out and it's not so wet here. We'll go to the park so the kids can play and we can hang out like 2-3 times a week. A lot of weeks.
Dad, can I play on your phone on Minecraft?
See, can I play on your phone on Minecraft?
So, hey, Mr. Ap3x, during a bad thunderstorm, a fire whistle's a bad sign, right?
Yeah.
We just
That either means there is a tornado or it means that the wind speeds are at least 70 miles per hour.
because we don't exactly have a tornado whistle. I mean, we're in Pennsylvania, so we have had some tornadoes here before, but
yeah, most likely it's wind gusts that are over 70 miles an hour.
This is in regards to coming down to the get together this summer. Yeah, if not hotels, it's whether I sleep in the car or crash in Holy's game room. Hey man, we have one air mattress. We might get another one, and if there's room in the house, you're more welcome to crash. Also, if you got a tent, you could throw up a tent in the backyard, man. But we got a bed and breakfast down the road. We've got a resort down the road, and we're in a little country town, man. It's not all that bad, not all that expensive.
I have a 12-person tent I can bring.
Dude, those are so awesome. I love those. I love those. He said he'll fly us out there and live with you. I love it. Jack Ryan. Yeah, we're going to go to Australia. Got plenty of room in the bush.
Just give me a bathtub, Jack Ryan says.
Ooh, where did I miss?
I passed out in a bathtub one night for like 4.5 hours.
Enjoy your pork loin, Philly Perk. 100% Philly Perk. This is StreamYard. Wildish mama, no shaving the beard. Listen, okay. All right. Since you called it out here on our stream, I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm yelling. I just got a little bit excited. I might have wet my pants. Listen, if this is truly a thing, and if his missus truly said what I heard that she said, Fire, it's not just on you. If this is going to happen, I would like to have a charity stream where we raise some money to get this motherfucker on a plane from Australia to the US for our streamer get together.
Yes. Let's do it.
So I finally last year I finally developed this philosophy or accepted this philosophy of we only live once, life is short, experience things.
Yep.
So I was asked to be a part of a calendar, a big boy calendar, because I'm a little husky. But they were going to do a calendar, and it was going to be a photo shoot in Tennessee with a professional photographer that I made friends with. And you asked me a few years ago, I would have said no. I'm not a traveler. This just sounds weird. I don't know if I want to do this.
Yep.
But I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. Fuck it. Let's go to Tennessee. My wife had family in Tennessee. We stayed with them. And this studio was like an hour from there. That's it. So I went. I got my photo shoot done. Looked friggin' banging. My wife had a photo shoot that I was very excited about. And we had a good time in Tennessee, baby. Like,
is that the pictures you posted on TikTok?
Yeah, the ones with the black and whites and stuff, and the white shirt. Yeah.
And Wilder sent me some of hers in private. They're very
she
good.
didn't send you the good ones though.
But no, not. I didn't get to see anything good, but I mean, the ones I got were wonderful. She's got awesome tattoos too. Love them.
So this right here, Jack Ryan, is that what it is? That's a one-way? Is that a one-way ticket? Because that's a big fundraiser stream. I thought maybe it was like 17, 18 round. All right, here's one for y'all. Second part to my last one. Did you both have to set that up because streaming was taking up too much time, or was it just something you always did? Oh God, we got away from that. What was that?
Oh, right. That was the question he asked if we dedicated time to family.
Oh, yes. Perfect. I'm glad you're on top of shit.
Yeah, I'm always on it. I'm on it. You can go first if you want, Mr. Ap3x.
Ever since we had kids, it's just something we've done. We've always had like movie nights or gone to the park. Because growing up, I think I could cut off a couple fingers and I could count on that hand how many times my parents took me to the park and whatnot. So we make sure that we do a lot of that. I don't know. It's just something we've always done.
Come tell them what we do on Fridays. What do we do on Fridays? It's just been a weekly thing for their whole life. Pizza, popcorn, movie night.
Gotta love pizza. What kind of pizza though?
I'm allergic to tomato paste, so he likes
White pizza
cheese.
for you?
Cheese pizza for him. I have like pesto or Alfredo, depending.
You're okay. So you're allergic. Say exactly tomato paste, just tomato paste. Because I need to know for the get together because we're cooking shit.
Tomato paste.
Okay.
It gives me migraines like really bad.
Really?
I'll be like incapacitated for like 3 days.
Do you get migraines often?
Yes.
Do you get the aura migraines?
No.
Do you know what the aura migraine is?
Yeah, my daughter gets them. Like she gets like blurred peripheral vision, blind spots, and
Yep. That's what I get. Let me tell you, I would rather deal with the headache portion of that shit than deal with the blurred vision.
He's talking. He's telling you he's getting glasses because we just came from the eye doctor.
Hold on. You see Mr. Ap3x down here has some, right? I got some glasses too. They're super cool.
Got glasses too?
He's like, I'm out.
Mike's kicking him out. He's like, I told you to leave mom alone. Let's go.
That's funny.
I called him in though and tell him to have pizza night, but extra shaky. Fire, you can sleep on the couch.
Would you be willing to play Cahoots with the community? Can you tell me what Cahoots is?
I was gonna say, what is Cahoots?
I've never heard of Cahoots. Are you in Cahoots? That's all I know. If I stop spending money on Twitch, I can do it, Fire says.
That's never. You always have to tell that man to put his wallet away. Put your wallet away.
I know, right?
On a regular basis.
I tell him, I say, man, you got to relax a little bit. People are going to expect too much of you. They're going to see you pop into their stream. They're going to be like, what can I do? What can I do, sir?
Exactly.
Oh, Pinwheel, thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate that. I know you are a big DanceyGirl follower. I appreciate you hopping over and dropping a follow. So if Jack Ryan does come from Australia, he's going to hit the West Coast first and then have to hop on another plane to get all the way over here, huh? It's going to be a hell of a trip, bro.
Be worth it.
It really would. Like I'm telling you, it's a once in a lifetime experience. And like, I would do anything to try to see that happen. Like I would try my best to raise money, get money put together, donate some of my own just to see it happen. I think that's really cool.
We should put together like a GoFundMe page or something and promote it in all of our streams. We could probably make it before the July weekend. Just saying.
Yeah. I mean, The thing that scares me is I feel like it's something we'd have to do ASAP and get together ASAP because you want to be able to get a ticket to get over, and then you want to be able to. Well, I say he would want to have lodging, but I know he could stay here no matter what.
Yeah. We have
There's one way or another. He could sleep in a sleeping bag under the stars for all I fucking care.
I'll bring
He
my
doesn't need
tent.
a tent. He's from the outback, man. He's good.
I just assume he's used to
We
dealing
ain't
with
got anything here like they got. So
everything that can kill you lives in Australia. Like, I am a firm believer that every Australian is one of the biggest hard asses you will ever meet
Yeah,
in your
I know,
entire
right?
life. Everything can kill you.
I've only ever had a black bear in my yard once, and I chased it away by pissing on the chicken coop. So
What?
Ask Wildish about that one. No, I stayed up until 5 o'clock in the morning one night protecting her chickens from a black bear, which I'm pretty sure only wanted our trash can. That had zero interest, but it also had zero fear. Ooh, hey camera. So I was out on my back steps, and this motherfucker, I thought it had, gone away, and then I heard a branch snap about 20 feet from me. This motherfucker was walking right towards me, and I was like, yo! I shined the light on it, started screaming. I didn't even have my pistol on me at the time. I'm like, I better run inside and grab my pistol. And then I heard the neighbor start shooting, scared it off. The next day, I know why it was so fucking brazen. It had 3 cubs in a tree next door.
Oh, okay.
I was like, ooh. But that's the most excitement our house has ever seen, for real. Not much going on here. We do have chickens, though. You can sleep with your chickens.
What are things you look for when you go to raid someone? That is a good question. It's a lot. What do you look for, Holy?
So, for me, I will always look for community first. I look for names from our community. I will try to find someone pushing for affiliate first because that's a big milestone for everybody. I know that some people get disappointed from the affiliate drop off after they hit affiliate, but I still want to get people there to get them to affiliate, because if you're like me, I haven't had OBS for over 2.5 years. I finally got it now. When you have OBS, you have all those options, all those extras that you can put into your stream. When you stream straight from console, like I've been doing my entire streaming career, you don't. So hitting affiliate gives you a little bit extra. You get those channel rewards, you get the emotes, and then you have the ability to also make money. You can get the bits, you can get the subs. You can make money without being affiliate with a donate link. Anybody can put a donate link in, but I will tell you from experience, it does not really work out that way. Most people will give you bits and subs before they donate. So the bits and subs are nice if you're trying to push for partner. It looks better when you have the subscriptions, but you go to donate and it bypasses Twitch. So it's nice. I want to help people hit that point of affiliate. After that, just someone in the community. And then after that, I will look for a streamer that I know, that I trust, that I will bring them to. I've always stayed away from finding new people that I don't really know, because I've had a couple bad experiences of people not acknowledging chat or just not caring, or you go to raid someone and they have the raids turned off. Yeah, you don't know what to expect. But more and more, it starts making me think, like, I want to bring people into the community. So maybe I do look for people with lower view counts that we can try to help out and show them we have a supportive community. So maybe you take a swing and you miss. So what? What's the worst that can happen? All your community leaves. Either they leave that stream. That's it. I mean, big whoop, right? No one's really going to hold it against you.
Yep.
But that's what I look for.
What do you look for, Mr. Apex?
A lot like Holy Man here. I start off with people from community. If I don't find anyone that route, I'll look for people that I know that have been in the stream, support, with their time and whatnot. And then from there, I will go raid new people. Usually I'll find someone who's doing the same game, and I'll switch it so it shows me like the least viewers first, and I'll try to find someone who would most likely be really excited about it. And then I check to make sure they have a face cam. I go in and I watch a little bit to make sure that they're either talking to chat or that it's not like set to followers only, because I hate that.
Yeah,
I can't stand it.
Yep.
But yeah, So community, then friendly, then someone with face cam, and not on followers only mode.
Nice. I always look for somebody in my community that's supported me. So usually, if you've raided me, if you're streaming, 100% you're getting that raid. Like, no questions asked. But from there, it's either somebody in my community who has like the lowest view count is usually what I go for. Or somebody in my community's community. I'll ask, hey, does anybody have a suggestion for a raid? Who's somebody that you know is trying to hit affiliate? Who's somebody that, you know, you guys would know that we would love to bring into our community and make friends with.
Yeah. And the one thing that I will add is I try to spread it around too. I try not to raid the same person twice within a 1 or 2 week period because our community is so big.
Yeah.
So I don't want to I try so hard not to show favoritism. The only time I really do that, like once every, twice in every 2 weeks or whatever it is if there's legitimately no one else on.
Yeah.
I've actually gone to people who are pushing for affiliate and said, hey, listen, I'm streaming tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. I'm generally 2 hours strict on it. So if you had to get on at like 7:50 Eastern, you're going to get a raid. I want to help you out. Let's get some people over to you. Like I will reach out to people and say, listen, get on. We'll help you.
Yep.
Just because you really want to find someone like that.
In private, I've never said like,
yes,
for sure sending my raid to this person. It's always been like,
exactly. I reached out on message, like direct message on Discord or something.
Yeah.
All right. So we have an answer to Kahoots. It's a website based game that is normally about gaming questions. The whole community can join a lobby of up to 1,000. Wow. Gaming questions, show questions, just a thought to engage with the community on stream. That's really not a bad idea.
I think Claymore does this. It's like a big trivia questionnaire and the whole community loves it. They have I think they usually do 12 people just because it gets a little bit much if there's more. Right. And then, it's cool actually.
If my old ass could comprehend it, I might try to do it. I'm really enjoying the just chatting stuff right now. So like if life ever gets too hectic and I have to cut back on everything I'm doing, I might just do stuff like this all the time because I kind of feel like this might be my niche, but who knows?
Yep.
I do like those community based games though. Someone in BCMG just started doing stream racers. You ever heard of stream racers? It's kind of like marbles on stream, but it's like race cars. What's that?
I do it all the time in my streams. My community loves it. I love it. It's so much fun.
Which one? Stream racers?
I do both. I have stream
marbles.
racers
Nice.
and marbles. But I find stream racers is funnier because like the cars, like if they boost in the chat and then they like end up hitting a jump or something, they're like 60 feet in the air. It's so funny. I love it.
If you guys are in my Discord community, I did it again. I hate it. I make myself want to puke when I say that. Our Discord community, not mine. If you're in our Discord community, the congregation, and you have kept up with Mr. Jack Ryan and his photos and videos of Derek, you got to do it. Derek is a kangaroo that tries to stop Jack from going to work.
I need to check this out right now.
Oh God, it's hilarious.
Is it in the general?
I correct me if I'm wrong, Jack, but I think you put it in the photography section, yeah? The photos and videos and shit.
Oh, okay. That's why.
He hasn't been around in a while, if I remember correctly. But he just said now he has a duck problem.
Oh, photography here.
Wildish wants some ducks. That's going to be beautiful. This is such a tough one. I don't
even think that's a fair question.
I know, right? I have a couple who are huge supporters, but like, how do you judge biggest supporter? Like, do you judge monetarily? Do you judge always there? Do you judge hosting you all the time, sharing you, being your right hand guy? Like, it could be all of those.
Yeah, like I have different supporters for different things. Like when it comes to tech and stuff like that, Philly's my number one support. When it comes to like being in every stream, they're helping me mod AmazeBoob, hands down. If it comes to like emotes, editing, anything like that. It's fire exit, right?
Yeah.
Like there's so many different supporters for different things that are my biggest supporter for that specific niche.
Yeah.
I think. Mr. Ap3x,
Like-
what about you?
Yeah, it's
Tough, right?
yeah, that's a tough question, and it's not really a fair question.
He's
'cause,
like, Mr. Ap3x is like, I don't want to hurt feelings, man.
I mean, like,
I know.
we got Menzies Media. He's a big supporter. He does a lot with my streams and whatnot.
I've been in
He's
one of his
there
streams.
quite often.
Was in his birthday stream.
Jay Drastic. She's literally almost always the first person at my stream and the last
I was
one to
gonna
leave.
say I see Jay Drastic in yours all the time.
Yep. That's why she's mod. She's best mod on Twitch. I mean, I don't know. Just there's a ton of people. It's hard to boil it down to like who's the biggest supporter because they're all there. They're all supporting in whatever ways that they can. So
yeah.
Jack Ryan said it's a trap, Mr. Ap3x.
Yeah,
it is a trap.
It is a trap.
So, like, if you look at the number that's in here right now, these people, they're all my biggest supporters. But I would be remiss if I didn't say, Fire Exit is like right there, man. He's like my right hand man. Since meeting him, the growth within this community has increased exponentially. Like this guy is always there when I need him. He came up to my house to bring a computer and help me set up OBS. Like he knew I was streaming off a console, and he's like, "We can't have that. We like you're gonna grow, and I want to help you grow." Like, I would be crazy to not say him. Like I have another guy who comes into stream every once in a while because he's a busy dude. But like every so often, I'll see my buddy Backcountry, and the last 2 times I saw him, aside from last week, this man dropped 25 subs on me and 50 subs on me at once.
Wow,
blew me away. Like getting that kind of support from someone is unbelievable because you never expect it, and you never want to make people feel like they have to support you in that manner.
Mm-hmm.
But when it happens, it just blows you away. It's like, holy crap. Like you really believe in what it is I'm doing.
Yep.
It's incredible. Jack had said, call them out.
Call them.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it happened yet or not. I didn't see, but Danny Games wanted y'all to shout out Mr. Ap3x and Dancey. Oh, there you go.
I saw Fire do that.
Perfect. Oh, and Danny, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate that. Holy, don't stray away from Apex with Mama. It'll break her heart. We'll keep it in there at least once a week. Dude, Tuesday, like I was waffling on what I wanted to play. I was like, I don't know if I want to play Fortnite or Apex, or do I want to try Dead by Daylight? And I went to say something to Wildish. I'm like, I was thinking about doing Fortnite tonight. And the look that she made, I don't want to play. I'm like,
We had a deal.
I'm like, all right, well, we'll play Apex tonight then, I guess. She's like, okay, I'll play with you.
Yeah. Did you say you were waffling? What is waffling?
Going back and forth. I saw your reaction to it. I'm like, she's never heard that before.
What the fuck is waffling?
That's like one of my favorite things to say because so many people are like, the fuck is waffling? Waffling means you're going back and forth between some things.
Okay.
I fucking love it. That's really great.
Why does it mean that though?
That's a good question, but I have an even better question about waffles. So you guys are gonna love this. I hope you guys have the right mind for this. Recently, just this past weekend, Wildish bought a box of waffles for my kids. They're blue raspberry waffles. Guess what color the waffles are? They're blue. So my kids have blue waffles. I walked by one day as they were eating them, and I look at the wife, and I'm like, they're eating blue waffles. And she's like, shut up, you're disgusting. For anybody who doesn't know anything about that, please look up blue waffles on Google.
Don't do it. Don't
do that.
do not.
Don't ruin the fun, Mr. Apex. We want to ruin some lives here.
Your browser history clearing skills is bet be on point after you search something like that.
Yeah, for real. I made my camera pissed off at me for that joke. It really.
Oh, now you're blurry. Oh, there you go.
All right, dude, that's too much. I couldn't believe it. I was like, the marketing for this, really? Blue raspberry waffles and you? Come on, man. It's ridiculous, guys. What I miss? Was I like spacing out at one point? Say your wife,
Apex. Damn.
It must have been in response to a question.
Oh, for biggest supporters.
Oh, biggest supporter.
Yeah.
I
would say my wife, but she only lurks in my channels.
Funny story. Until recently, the wife didn't really have anything to do with Twitch. Like, just about the time that I met, like, Menzies X Media, Hurt Gillies, TheeHolyMan, and all those people. That's when she started getting into Twitch for real. So, I mean, nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, and I really liked her story last week too, about how she started out not liking the fact that you're spending so much time with all these people, and then realized how much everybody in these communities care about one another.
Yeah, a lot of the people in all these communities, there's a lot of support, like mental health wise, just from being a part of all these groups, because I don't know, I've had a lot of issues with depression and anxiety and all that, like, my whole life, and interacting with all these people makes everything easier, everything better.
That's freaking good. It's nice when your significant other is there to support you. It makes the streaming experience so much easier. It makes what you're trying to do so much easier to have that support in your household. Because if you don't, you're struggling, you're fighting. Like, when I started out and I was spending so much time trying to push this and promote this and network, she wasn't really into it at that time. She didn't understand it, and it caused some tension, and we had some blowouts, and I took a step back for 3 months, and like, it was literally 3 months off of everything, and all the growth that I had seen, I was pushing numbers like I'm pushing now. All that growth I seen gone when I came back. Yeah. Like, when I came back, I averaged 3 viewers for a steady 3 months. It was awful.
That's probably one of the worst things about Twitch, is like taking any time away. The drop off is insane.
It really is. You got to do your part. Like, and this is something I think about all the time too. Like, I understand people need to, speaking of children, people need to, golly, you're killing me, kid. You broke my train of thought. What were we talking about? I was paying attention to my kid.
Twitch drop off from taking a break.
Yes.
When you take a step back, if you need to do it, that's fine. Take a short break for your mental health. But if you want to try to be at the point you were at when you started your break, try to make it a point to hop into some streams or say hello in the Discord. Just check in, say, hey guys, I know I haven't been around much, just taking care of some things, some personal issues. Because if you do what I did and you just separate yourself completely, you'll see a big drop. Like, when I came back, I went from, holy crap, can you guys hear the background noise here right now? They're screaming and crying. Oh, thank God.
No.
Because it's
noise
awful.
Cancellation mic is great.
Absolutely. But it, like, my Discord server went from like 70 to like 35 people in the 3 months I was out. It was such a difficult climb out of that. Absolutely insane. My daughter is screaming bloody murder right now, and I'm pretty sure it's only because she was told to go to bed.
Probably.
Like, she sounds like she's dying.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you can't hear.
That's almost a nightly thing here. The bedtime fights are insane.
And my kids are 11 and 7, and they still struggle with that. Like, it's the same every night. And now my kids are homeschooled, so I don't need them to be awake at 6 o'clock in the morning to catch a bus. So I let them stay up till 9. You figure 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock, still you're getting 10 hours of sleep. No big deal, right? You think it was the end of the world for these kids, man. It's ridiculous. I don't know if you guys struggle.
I would
as
just play
much
with
as I do.
Lisa if you leave me for Fortnite.
She's funny.
We had a deal, Wildish. You're supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have proof that you played Fortnite, and I haven't seen any proof yet.
I haven't played with her, just saying.
Well,
Did. I know you haven't seen proof,
that's
but
still
I'm
not
telling
me
you, it happened.
seeing
I was
proof.
impressed. I played
She was
with her.
supposed to come play with us.
I apologize for the noisy. We can't hear them Wildish.
I'm telling you, thank the Lord, because it is loud. But you're right. Thank God for the noise canceling microphone stuff. Oh, good Lord.
If you were still a console streamer, that wouldn't be a thing because headsets pick up everything.
Yeah. Here you go. Well, now they're actually yelling.
Drastic. I wanted to be the part of all this. Aw.
My 7-year-old is like a mini teenager. Life is hard, man. Life is hard.
Uh-huh.
If they only knew.
Right.
So this guy is definitely another guy that I want to get on to one of these podcast sessions. And I really don't know. I really don't know what I want to call this. Like if this is a podcast or a talk show, because I know a lot of people when they're going on here on Twitch and doing these live talk shows, they're calling them the podcast. And I do put it out on Spotify after. I just leave it as is and just kind of try to edit out background noise if I need to, and that's about it. But
yeah,
it's not really a podcast, is it? It's more or less a talk show. Talk shows are live. I don't know what to call it. I'm weird. These are the things I think
just
about.
a
Things that
conversation,
keep me up at
really.
night.
I just called mine like Streamer Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, I love the Holy's Confessionals
You
thing. I
can do
love
it.
playing on the Holy thing. It's so much fun.
That Holy Confessionals would be a good one.
Yep. So we are
Yeah,
Holy's
it's a good one.
Confessionals. I just don't know if it's a talk show or a podcast. I'll just say podcast because it's easy to say pod. Oh, check out the pod, man. Check out the pod.
Fights the sleep. Oh no, Allie.
I am caught up.
Look at that.
My 8-year-old.
Kids are in bed at 8.
I wish it was easy to lay them down at night. Like, I really don't know at this point what they think they're missing or why they fight it in the first place. You go to bed, you fall asleep, and then you wake up and you do nothing. You get a couple hours of schoolwork in, and then you play all fucking day.
Do you
Easy
guys
life.
have a routine that you do with them before bed?
We just, when it's time for bed, when it gets close to 9 o'clock, we tell them, get your teeth brushed, do your thing in the bathroom, and head to bed. And they just don't like it.
Oh,
Like I've been trying to get him off because I mean, when I'm not on here, he tries to get on his game, and I try to set it up with my parental controls on PlayStation where it alerts him when it's close to 8 o'clock to kick him off. And I'm trying to allow him to earn his way on his own.
yep.
To try to earn some trust and respect, you know what I mean? But every night, it's like 9 o'clock rolls around. I got to drag him off that game. I'm like, every 5 minutes, this alert pops up. I know it does. I've said it that way. I said, if you can't listen, if you can't respect my rules, I'm going to set it to just boot you. So 8 o'clock rolls around. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. You can't say goodbye to your friends. Doesn't matter if you're in the middle of a match. You're done, buddy.
Yep. You had lots of warning.
Mm-hmm. And they cry, they carry on, but I don't.
Jack Ryan. Just give me a good left, right, good night.
I tell you what, man, there are times I have thought about it.
You will
Take
go
the
to
kids
sleep,
to-
or I will put you to sleep.
Yep. Take the
I
kids
have a
to
very
Fight Club.
good particular set of skills. Oh, kids.
See, and this is how I look at it too. If it's a live show and we're interacting with people, to me it's a talk show. A podcast is more like my other show that I do, Nonsense and Deep Thoughts. It's pre-recorded. We throw it up on Spotify, Apple, Google, all that shit, and that to me that's a podcast.
Yep.
This to me is a talk show that I just so happen to put up on Spotify afterwards for everybody who missed it. And I am so glad. Now, I'm the type of person who goes back and listens to my own shit. I don't know if you guys watch your own VODs or listen
Always.
to them, but I critique myself hard. God damn it, camera.
I saw that. I was
Can
waiting.
somebody please buy me a new camera? I'm broke. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that, please.
Mine was only $30 on Amazon.
Yeah, I think this one was like 25 on Amazon. It's
I'll
got
send
like
you
the
that.
little ring light on it, and it's supposed to be
gonna-
fancy. But yeah,
it's right here, bud.
I already lost where I was at. My camera interrupted me this time. Last time it was a kid. This time it's a camera. My brain's gone. Holy shit.
We are caught up. Look at us go.
NDT. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm glad you listened to Nonsense and Deep Thoughts, Jack. That one we based off of Joe Rogan. You know, just sit down, start bullshitting about whatever's on our minds, whatever's in the news, whatever's going on in sports, or whatever the hell we want to discuss. It's a good time.
Whatever comes to your brain.
Yeah, but
Whatever's
we
coming
had,
on your noggin.
I think our last episode was regarding streaming, and it had been a long time since we discussed it. Like our very first episode we did was about gaming and streaming. Then we went from episode 1 to 44 without talking about it.
Wow.
Yeah. So we discussed it again, and then I was on the show with Jay Mills and Goody Games, and I was like, you know what? I'd really like to discuss streaming more. I'd really like to try to bring people together, showcase people in the community, and bring multiple communities together. I want to do my own show.
Don't spoil it because Jack Ryan hasn't watched it or hasn't listened to it yet. So
No spoilers.
spoilers.
But we do discuss gaming. That's not a spoiler. I mean.
No spoilers. So what is next on the agenda for you guys? What's your next streaming day? Apex, Mr. Apex?
Tonight, actually.
Danny,
You going on right after this, Mr. Apex?
Not right after this. I usually try to go live around 10 p.m. Eastern, but
Got you.
you know,
Yeah.
kids and all, it doesn't always happen.
You late night people. Like I'm such an early
I
to
can't
bed
do
kind of
that.
person.
Me too.
And I
Like,
feel bad when I can't get to everyone's streams. The weekends I try. The weekends I try to stay up. I try to lurk. I try to hang out a little bit. But good Lord, I get tired so quick anymore. It's ridiculous. Like my bed calls my name and I'm like, oh, I need that sleep. I need it so bad.
Danny said that at the exact same time I asked.
Yeah,
Like,
it's similar,
read my
similar, but
mind. I was like,
same, but different.
Yeah. Snacks
So-
for all three of you.
My next stream is going to be Saturday. Now, originally I did away with Saturdays as of this past Sunday, but I have a guest for the show that cannot do Thursdays. He was supposed to be on tonight, couldn't do Thursdays. He could do Saturday. So I'm going to have some Saturday shows mixed in here and there. So this Saturday is going to be another episode of Holy's Confessionals. We're going to get a 2-day break and we're going to get right back into it. So I have him and I'm going to try to grab one other person. Not sure who yet, but one other person. So this is someone from the community, and now I'm thinking of maybe grabbing someone from another community because that's the ideal plan for me.
Yeah.
Bring someone from the congregation and someone from another community to hopefully let their communities meet our community.
Yep.
And make new friends for everybody. That's what I'm really hoping, because as you can see, everybody is super active in chat, talking with one another, having a good time. And that's what I would absolutely love, man. I would love for everybody to meet new friends and have more people to follow them and jump into their streams. And
Like we were talking about earlier, making connections. It's the
absolutely.
number one thing us streamers look for, I think.
Yeah. But as far as plans for the channel overall, since I found this platform, this StreamYard site, and I have the ability to do just chatting streams now with OBS, I really like it. Like I'm still going to do some Apex. I would like to play some Fortnite on stream because I get a lot more kills on Fortnite than I do on Apex. Like
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Like I feel like I die way too much in Apex, but if I don't play Apex, that'll make the wife sad. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But as of right now, like I've got Little League coming up. I help coach the team. Last year I was the head coach. I'll probably end up being the head coach again this year, even though I don't have the time or the energy or the want or need to put the effort in, because I could go into a whole rant about this Little League, but I'm not going to do that on this stream. I could tell y'all later. Holy fuck, the camera again. Good Lord. Y'all see that? It's blurring out this beautiful beard. But I mean, if I would not mind doing the just chatting thing. Just hanging out with you guys, having a good time, having some drinks, and even if it's 2 to 3 days a week, fine by me.
Sometimes the conversation goes in ways you never would have imagined. You get talk. I can't believe how many women motorcyclists I have in my chat because I'm also one, and like I wouldn't. It blew my mind. I didn't know that many people in my community had bikes. It's just
Yeah.
nice. You know, if I hadn't been just chatting, I wouldn't have brought it up.
That must have been a big one.
That one was mama.
Oh,
That one was mama. So little one did something bad. Did I miss anything else? Okay.
What's next for
Yes,
the
I did. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Only if you want it.
So Fire's intrigued. I'm gonna assume he wants to know what kind. Are you a street bike or a cruiser?
I have a straight bike.
Yeah. Nice. What kind?
I have a CBR Honda, but
600?
no, it's a 125. But I'm getting a 600 Ninja this year.
Nice.
My
Very
plan.
nice.
I only kept the 125 until my insurance lowered because I have
Got
a heavy
you.
foot.
I've always thought about getting a bike, but I prefer my four wheels. I like my cars. Like I used to be big into Volkswagens, and I loved modding it and going to car shows and stuff like that. I was one of those little weird people.
I also have a Subaru WRX, and I did the same thing, but it just got a new motor in it,
Oh,
and I think
what-
I'm gonna
what
get rid of
Subarus?
it. Yeah, I'm a little sad, but I might get an M3.
Did you blow the
or
head?
an M4.
Did you blow the head in the Subaru?
Yep.
How would I
Did.
know? Subaru
Because
thing.
every Subaru ever, it had
Yeah.
a stage 2 dyno tune in it with 3-inch exhaust from the turbo. I knew it was coming. I just thought that I would be able to drive it for longer than 6 months.
Yeah.
But,
I had mine was my favorite one was a 97 GTI VR6. It was straight piped all the way back. It sounded mean as hell.
Yeah,
Sounded mean as hell.
My next car is going to be a V8.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I'm like, if I get another fun car, it's going to be a muscle car. It's got to be.
I was looking at a C63 AMG. Come one now, holy. She's not a big girl, clearly at 125. Yes, but I can hold up the 600. I can. I was on one last summer and I could do it.
Now, are you going to lower it
No,
to make it easier to ride?
No.
No?
No.
Nice. That's baller.
I mean, if it's too hard, like sometimes it depends on the suspension. If suspension's softer, like I have a 250F because I do motocross too, and the suspension is so hard that I had to shave the seat.
Really?
Because when you hit jumps, right, like you need to have that bounce, but I can't touch. Like I'm 5'5", like my feet don't touch the ground no matter how much I'm tiptoeing. I can't. So I had to shave the seat. So, yes, bub.
Oh my goodness. There's just like chaos, absolute chaos going on in my house right now.
Oh no.
Holy moly. Hey, you could tell it's close to bedtime. Like when my daughter gets overtired, it's just game over. Like she is just absolutely wild. Look, everybody, guys. So we were talking about originally this was going to be about being a parent and a streamer. You could see this. Look, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is it right here. This is being a parent streamer in a nutshell. Everyone's distracted looking off screen because something's going on.
Sorry,
I'm distracted by my friggin' house.
My child is in here crying right now.
See, yeah, see, she's got a kid crying. Mr. Ap3x has his little one. My little one's in the hallway crying. It's just
that's
anybody
streaming as a parent.
Absolutely. That's a nice way to round it out. Not gonna lie, that's a nice way to round out the stream. Now it's time to find someone to pass some love on to.
Yes.
Who is on here? Let's see. Anybody on from the community that is looking for affiliate? That's the first thing we look for, as always. If anybody has any suggestions, drop it down in the chat.
That's one thing I just noticed about being on this is I look to the side way more than any other streamers I watch.
Also, Dancey and Mr. Ap3x, why don't you guys plug your channels and whatever other social media, whatever other social media outlets you may use that you want to plug, that you want people to try to follow. just give yourselves a little shout out.
Give me 1 second. I don't think I can chat in this thing. Holy, there's 22 people in here right now. See, that's why I don't keep view count up. Because then you're instantly nervous. Okay. I don't know, just my Twitch.
Just your Twitch. Just
I mean,
DanceyGirl.
I have TikTok and stuff, but I mean, if you're, yeah, I'd rather.
I just followed your Twitter today.
Oh, did you? I think I've made one post.
Yeah, it was from like February, and it said Dancey is now on Twitter.
And then I don't think I've logged into it since. It's so bad.
I've been trying so hard.
I'm the same way.
On there.
I used to be active on every platform, and I just found it so time consuming. Now I'm only active on TikTok and Hover.
Yeah, I've been trying real hard with Hover too. I think I missed a question earlier too. I believe it was from Alley Cat. I don't know if she's still lurking in here or not.
I think she's streaming right now.
She asked what we use for editing clips.
Oh shoot!
I know. I just thought of it. Too. I just thought of that.
I use a site called joincombo.com, and it automatically uploads all your Twitch clips, and then it puts it into cell phone format, and you just click the template, and it'll put your camera above, or I usually just leave it blank and then blur out the top and bottom, and it posts it right to your TikTok. Like, you just click a button and it posts it, and then, or you can save it to your computer and then post it on Hover or Twitter or whatever you might use. But so handy. It saves me like hours.
Yeah, I've been using Cross Clip since someone mentioned it in the Discord. That's been really nice.
Oh, I've never.
I think I paid like $5 a month or something to get rid of the little logo on there.
Join Combo's free and no watermark.
Join Combo.
Joincombo.com.
Got you. I'll have to check that bad boy out.
You log in with your Twitch. It's free. It's super helpful.
Now, here we go. Is there anybody on from either of your communities that you would like to send a raid to? Since you are the guest tonight, if you have someone you'd like to raid, I will defer to you guys.
I saw Alley Cat was online. Somebody in chat mentioned it. I don't know. Okay. Like, I know she's a big supporter of me and you. I'm not sure if she's in Mr Ap3x, but let me take a peeky.
We can certainly do that. Mr Ap3x, was there anywhere else that you wanted to promote for yourself, or are you mainly just sticking to Twitch these days?
You're fine. Dude, you're fine. You're not dying.
He's like, let me get that mute button.
The main thing for me is Twitch, but I do have TikTok. It's pretty much all just like Twitch clips and stuff. Guys.
That's you.
It's the same as my Twitch, so.
Okay. All right, so guys, that's gonna wrap it up for tonight, I do believe. Make sure you check out DanceyGirl over on Twitch and Mr Ap3x. Do not forget that he is a 3. Check them both out. Make sure you're stopping by their streams. These two are great people, as you can tell from tonight.
I don't know about that. I'm just kidding.
The next time I will be live is Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do another episode of Holy's Confessionals. We will have The Thickness on this Saturday night, and we are working on getting another guest to come along for the ride as well. Dancey?
I was just going to say, The Thickness is awesome. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. How about you? When's the next time you're going to be on, Dancey?
Saturday at 11 a.m.
Saturday at 11 a.m. And you, Mr. Ap3x, is tonight at 10 Eastern?
Yep, tonight at 10 Eastern, roughly.
All right. If you guys are night owls, make sure you check out Mr. Ap3x. What was that answer?
I said, depends what time the kids go to bed, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
So we are going to raid out to Alley Cat. Make sure you guys show her a little bit of love. She is always lurking, whether you guys know it or not. She shows a lot of support, and she is a great member of the congregation. She's a nice person too, guys. She's just such a sweetheart. So make sure you show her a little love. Hop into her chat and just hype it the fuck up. All right. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Night, guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Is the button going to work? I sure hope so. thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. That was a lot
Thank
of
you
fun.
for having me. It was a lot of
Absolutely.
fun.
Sure
I didn't
thing.
think